This time we ask you to please rise, remove your caps for the singing of the Star Spangled Banner being performed tonight by Strasburg. Charisse went to VCU for music. She has sung professionally for many years. Not too many years because she's a young lady. King's Dominion Cruise Ship, she has sung for the USO. She is currently on the worship team at Restoration Fellowship Church, and we're delighted to welcome her here today. Charisse, whenever you're ready.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Wow, thank you. And we'll now have the throwing out of the first pitch. It's being thrown out tonight by Daryl Marini. That's with 2 R's. Daryl's part of the RFC worship team, an extremely skilled musician. At Christmas, he performs an incredible version of The Little Drummer Boy involving playing his guitar and using guitar for a drum. Next Christmas, you might want to mark it on your calendar to attend. It's extra special. If you want to hear more of Daryl singing and playing his guitar, www.darylmarini.com for upcoming performances. If you go on there, there's an absolutely amazing rendition of What a Wonderful World. So despite the Dodgers cap, Daryl, whenever you're ready, let her fly. That's okay, it's a slider. Thank you.
The 2022 Strasburg Express are on the air from First Bank Park in Strasburg, Virginia. It is the 2022 Strasburg Express in the Valley Baseball League. This evening, we've got a doubleheader as the Waynesboro Generals are in town to face the Strasburg Express. Strasburg comes in at 19-13, while Waynesboro is 21-13. This is a north-south battle. First time we've had Waynesboro here since last year in the playoffs in the championship series. Now for the starting lineup as Dalton Skinner makes his return to Strasburg. He was a big part of last year's championship squad. He will pitch game 1 here this afternoon and evening against Waynesboro. Leading off for Waynesboro and playing third base, it's John Montez. Batting second is Caleb Cowley, the DH. Batting third and playing center field, Joseph Sullivan. Batting fourth is Matt Ruiz. He's the first baseman. Batting fifth is Jalen Vasquez, the shortstop. Batting sixth is Tyler Borges, the second baseman. Batting seventh, Casey Karras, the left fielder. Batting eighth is Garrett Bogart, the catcher. And batting ninth and playing right field is Matt Cedarberg. Kelsey Ward will pitch this afternoon and evening for the Waynesboro Generals. 2 7-inning ball games coming up. First game of the evening is underway at 5:04. As the pitch to John Montez misses, it's 1-0. Both of these teams won last night. That is hit well in the left center field, but Parks is there. And Brandon Parks makes the catch. One fly out to begin the ball game here this afternoon.
Now batting the DH from the College of Central Florida, number 44, Caleb Kelly.
One up, one down here in the top of the first, and that'll bring up Caleb Calley, the DH. Again, the starting pitcher, Dalton Skinner. 6'3" righty out of the University of Alabama, Birmingham. He's from Powder Springs, Georgia. The pitch to Calley is a breaking ball in there for a called strike. It's 0-1. Big games down the stretch here in this 2022 season. Even though these two teams are in different divisions, they both are chasing the 1 seed in their respective divisions. Caleb Calley, the batter, batting .411, 7 for 17 with 7 RBIs as he takes outside 1-1. Now, every year you look through the teams in the Valley League and you kind of pick out a couple that can make a run and win it. You look at this Waynesboro team out of the South. This is a team that has the ability, you would think, to go on and win the championship. That is a high fly ball in the left center field. Going back is Robinson. He's got plenty of room. He makes the catch. 2 flyouts, 1 to left and 1 to center to start this evening's ball game.
From the University of South Alabama,
this Waynesboro team is just, you know, they've played really good baseball all year. They actually finished a game here in Strasburg against Purcellville before we got started here this evening, and they lost that game. That was a game that was listed as a tie from about a week and a half ago, but they finished it, and Purcellville actually beat them. Here is Joseph Sullivan. Sullivan checks his swing. Looked like he went around, and no, he didn't, according to the base umpire. 1-0. Joseph Sullivan, the batter here in the 3-hole on a hot night at the ballpark. It's been sunny, it's been hot, and there was a chance for rain. He checked his swing again, and they're going to appeal again. No, he didn't again. That time was more obvious, but the pitch before looked like he really went around. So the guys are going to try to fight through 14 innings of play here today. And that is crushed towards the bullpen for the Generals, but foul, 2-1. Sullivan on the season batting .330 for the Generals with 3 home runs and 16 RBIs. So you can tell that this Waynesboro team, they've got some bats in their lineup. And their pitcher, Kelsey Ward, he's got a 4-0 record. The pitch is a comebacker back to the mound. Skinner will gobble it up, take it over to first just in time. And the top of the first is in the books. Montez fly out to left, Calley fly out to center, and Sullivan comebacker to the mound. 1, 2, 3, go the Generals. We go to the bottom of the first. Strasburg coming up. They will face Kelsey Ward. And we go to the bottom of the first. Kelsey Ward on the mound this afternoon for the Waynesboro Generals. Ward is a 6'2 lefty out of Embry-Riddle University. He is from Vero Beach, Florida. And the Strasburg lineup here this afternoon in Game 1. Leading off and playing second base is Jonah Cox. Batting second and playing left, Brandon Parks. Batting third and playing first, Cam Claunch. Batting fourth, Zane Denton's the third baseman. Batting fifth, Henry Kohler, the right fielder. Batting sixth and playing center, it's Corey Robinson. First pitch to Cox is a strike, 0-1. Batting seventh is Ty Hooks, the catcher. Batting eighth and playing short, Tommy Tavares. And batting ninth here in Game 1 of the doubleheader for the Express, it's the DH, Armando Albert. 0-1 from Ward. And a called strike, 0-2. On the season, Ward 4-0, 26 innings, 29 strikeouts, and a 1.73 ERA. I would say probably one of the top 5 pitchers this summer in the Valley League, possibly even higher. 0-2 to Jonah Cox, and that is line to the right and out of play. Still 0-2.
Please return all foul balls.
Thank you for joining us here this afternoon on Facebook Live and YouTube. We apologize last night. For some reason, we had a copyright issue on Facebook that cut off the stream. We hope to avoid that here tonight. You can always find us on the Strasburg Express YouTube page as well. 0-2. And a breaking ball, chopper to third, fielded by Montez. Quick throw to first is not in time. Coming off the base at first was Ruiz and beating it out. And an infield single for Jonah Cox. So good hustle there from Jonah, beating it out. Don't think the throw would have beat him either way. It was very close.
Now batting the left fielder from George Mason, number 6, Brandon Parks.
And they're going to check on him to make sure he's okay. That's Ruiz. So Jonah Cox just chopped one to third, and Cox is one of the fastest guys in the Valley League, and he really had to hustle, and by the time he got the throw over there, he just barely beat it out. So, discussion over there with the first base umpire and the Generals head coach talking it over. So, the guys will wait out in the heat. Okay, so now the base umpire is going to come and talk to the home plate umpire. I said this last night. It's kind of a rhetorical question. How many times does this get overturned? 0 out of a billion. And make it 1,000,001 as he is safe at first.
Here you are, sir.
Bless you. Thank you very much. I like it.
So, leadoff single in the first for Cox, and here's Brandon Parks, the left fielder. Parks is out of George Mason University, and he takes one way up and in. He's got to back out of the way, 1-0.
If you think it's hot, Ice Stickles has shaved ice. It's absolutely delicious. They just custom delivered one. Check them out.
1-0 the count to Brandon Parks, and they've got him picked off at first. Jonah Cox picked off at first base, and that is out number 1. So caught stealing, 1-3 on the pickoff, and that's out number 1. Still 1-0 count for Brandon Parks. And he swings and misses, 1-1. Again, the standings are insanely tight right now in both divisions. Strasburg holding on to first place by half a game over Woodstock. They're playing 2 at Charlottesville today. For Waynesboro, they're tied for first place, as that is a swing and a miss at 1-2. And it's just a lot of tight ball games here in this final stretch. Hopefully weather cooperates the next week because there's not a lot of room for makeups, really no room. 1-2, Kelsey Ward, the lefty, kicks and deals, and Park swings and emergency hacks it away. He'll stay alive. Tomorrow is the Valley League All-Star Game, July 17th, 2022 at Bing Crosby Stadium in Front Royal. Home Run Derby will be at 5 o'clock. The VBL Hall of Fame induction at 6:30. And the game starts at 7 o'clock. That'll be at Front Royal's Bing Crosby Stadium. 1-2. And Parks takes one up high, 2-2. Two. And Parks takes strike 3, called, and that is out number 2.
Now batting the first baseman from East Carolina, number 16, Cam Clunch.
That'll bring up Cam Claunch, the first baseman. This is the kind of guy in Kelsey Ward that you don't want to be able to go. If you're Strasburg, you don't want him to be able to throw all 7 innings. And we've seen a lot this year in the Valley League on these doubleheader days where starting pitchers will get stretched out and the coaches will try to get them to go all the way through and save the bullpen. Claunch takes one on the outer part, but it's outside, 1-0. It's best here in the weather department when the clouds are covered like they are right now. Drops the temperature a little bit, makes it feel better at least. That's outside, 2-0. Cam Claunch, the batter, batting .315, 3 home runs and 9 RBIs. He'll be the starting first baseman tomorrow for the North Division All-Star team. He is out of East Carolina, and he takes one down low, 3-0 now. Strasburg victorious last night in a game that did not feel comfortable after the second inning. Strasburg beat Purcellville 8-6 for their 19th win of the year. That's outside, ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Cam Claunch. That's one thing about Kelsey Ward when I was looking at his stats. He walks a lot of guys.
Number 19, Zane Denton.
And here's Zane Denton, the third baseman out of the University of Tennessee. Zane out of Brentwood, Tennessee, 6-foot switch hitting righty. He will bat right here against the lefty Kelsey Ward. Strasburg going to look to not get picked off again. The pitch is a called strike. Dimensions here at First Bank Park, down the lines 300 feet and to straightaway center 365. Again, Strasburg did not play the Generals at home last year in regular season play. Quick throw over, and he's back in there. Because of the new scheduling we have, the teams only play once a year unless they go to the playoffs. So Waynesboro hosted Strasburg last year in the regular season. 0-1 to Zane Denton, looking to get Strasburg on the board early. And he takes one down, and then Claunch on every pitch is actually going back towards the bag rather than getting a secondary lead. A little skittish over there after Cox, the leadoff man, was picked off after the leadoff single. 1-1 the count to Zane Denton. And he takes a curveball in there, called strike 1-2. Dalton Skinner threw about 5 pitches in the first inning. He's looking to get some run support here early from his offense. Kelsey Ward about to pitch number 18 here in this first inning. And he hits one to short, fielded by Vasquez, scooping at the second, and plenty of time in the half inning is over. 6-4 for the third out, and through 1 inning of play, Strasburg with a hit. And we go to the second, 0-0. The Generals will have 4, 5, 6 due up. We're off to the second inning. It'll be Matt Ruiz leading it off for the Generals after Waynesboro went down 1-2-3 on a fly out, and ground out against Dalton Skinner. Matt Ruiz is the first baseman. First pitch to Ruiz is a called strike. It's 0-1. Matt is out of the University of South Florida, 6'3" righty, 203 to be exact. He's batting .320, no home runs, but 18 RBIs, and he takes outside and possibly low, 1-1. So another guy here for Waynesboro batting .300. That's all four of the hitters so far. 1-1 from the righty Skinner, and he takes outside on a fastball, 2-1. Again, today's doubleheader day. North and South teams battling it out. 2-1. That's inside, 3-1. Woodstock's at Charlottesville. Front Royal's at Stanton. Harrisonburg's at Newmarket. Winchester's at Covington. 3-1 the count to Ruiz. You know he's sitting fastball. And the pitch misses, and there's the dreaded leadoff walk that almost never turns out to be good. So Ruiz, the first base runner of the evening. Here is Jalen Vasquez, the shortstop. Vasquez out of North Greenville University. He's from North Charleston, South Carolina, 6-foot lefty. He will bat here against Dalton Skinner after the leadoff walk. Skinner almost throwing more pitches in that at-bat than he threw in the entire first inning. The pitch, swing, and that is line down the right field line. That's going to be a base knock and trouble for the Express. Rounding first and the second easily with a double. And Waynesboro in business, first and second, and nobody. Second and third, and nobody out.
The second baseman from the University of South.
And here's Tyler Borges, the second baseman. Tyler out of the University of South Alabama. He's from Tallahassee. So, leadoff walk looking like it's going to be costly here for Strasburg, needing a fly ball. They're conceding the run. Nobody out. For Vasquez, that was his 31st hit of the year. First guy not hitting .300, but he got a double anyways. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Defense tonight behind the starting pitcher, Skinner. Parks in left, Robinson's in center, Kohler's in right. Denton at third, Tavares at short, Cox at second, Claunch at first, and Ty Hooks behind the plate for game one of the doubleheader. 0-1 the count. Needing a pop-up or a strikeout. And a change-up's in the dirt. Hooks loses it for a second, but then he's able to find it. Not a lot of backstop here at Strasburg, but if it takes the right bounce and goes up the netting, you have a chance. It's really the best opportunity. One ball, one strike. And that's outside, 2-1. Two and one to Tyler Borges. Second and third, nobody out. And that is fouled away. It's 2-2. Borges batting .269. He's 17 for 63 with 7 RBIs. So a walk and a double. Walk for Ruiz, double by Vasquez here in the second. Pitch number 20 of the game coming up for Dalton Skinner. He deals. Inside, nearly hitting him, 3-2. Full count with Casey Karras, the left fielder, on deck for the Generals. Waynesboro 21-13. Strasburg 19-13. 9 strikes and 11 balls for Skinner. Full count, 3-2. And it misses, ball 4. And the bases are loaded. Nobody out here for the Generals.
The left fielder from the University of Richmond, number 29, Casey Karras.
Here's Casey Karras. Bases juice, nobody out. He's out of the University of Richmond from Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. 6'4" lefty, 215. So what that does for Strasburg is it brings the corners in, and in some ways that can be very bad because you're playing in and a hard hit ball can get past you. Or a little pop-up just over your head can get past you. The pitch. Swing and a foul back. It's 0-1. So Clunch, the first baseman, playing even with the bag. Denton at third the same, and the middle infielders are playing back. They'll surrender the run for the try at a double play. No double plays ever a given, though, that's for sure. 0-1 to the lefty, Karras, and he hits one down the first base line, just foul. Big break there for the Express, and it's 0-2. Karras, a home run and 11 RBIs here on the summer. Oh and 2, Dalton Skinner, the righty, looks in for his signs. 11 strikes, 12 balls, looking to even that out, 12-12 here with a punch out. The 0-2 pitch, and it hit him. Discussion here with George Loss. They're going to check with the base umpire. I don't know if they're going to say, did he swing or did he not hit his wrist? Okay, did it hit the bat? If not, it's 1-0. No way. Again, I don't think there's any way they'll overturn this. I don't know how a guy out there can have a better view on the guy right behind the plate, but let's see. Likely 1-0 here on a hit by pitch with the bases loaded and nobody out and a 1-2 count. The longer they talk, though, the more of a chance there could be of a foul ball. Karras is showing Zach Cole, the head coach, his wrist, I guess where he says he got hit. And they're going to give it to him. So just like that, 1-0, and this is not a good inning here for the Express. Chance to really fall apart.
Now batting the catcher, number 12, Garrett Bogart.
These are the innings that in a 7-inning game can really knock you on your rear end. 2-strike count. Comes back to get Strasburg. So here's Bogart, bases loaded, still nobody out, and he swings and misses. 0-1. There's the 700th time this year where a leadoff walk scores. 0-1. And good pitch there from Dalton Skinner, and he finds the zone. 0-2. Very good breaking ball. Had good break on it and kind of locked Bogart up. 0-2 to Bogart. 3 home runs, 11 RBIs. And, oh my. Very close pitch. Did not get the call. 2-2. Bogart has 6 hits this summer. 3 of them are home runs. He has 6 hits and 11 RBIs. Very, very close there. 1-2. And that is fouled away. Still 1-2.
Please return all foul balls to the train station. Thank you.
1-2. And strike 3 called. Good pitch there from Skinner on the outer part. It froze Bogart, and there's 1 out.
Now batting the right fielder from Southern Miss, number 38, Matt Cedarberg.
So to the 9-hole hitter, it's Matt Cedarberg, the right fielder. Bases loaded now, 1 out. Cedarberg out of Southern Miss. He's from Fort Myers, Florida, 6-foot righty. Corners back now. They're going for the double play here. The pitch. Swing and a pop-up. First base side, foul territory. Clunch giving it a look, but it's out of play. That would have been a huge break for Strasburg. Instead, the wind blew it out. And it's 0-1. That's a bright sun up there. Hard to see. Even last night when the lights were out, Strasburg dropped the pop fly. 0-1. And that is popped up. Again, first base side, Clunch. Oh, and they're going to call the infield fly rule. And that is out number 2. That's a big second out there. Similar spot. This time it stayed in play, but umpire called it infield fly rule, and there are 2 outs.
Third baseman, number 1, John Montes.
So back-to-back outs after the bases loaded hit by pitch with 2 strikes and nobody out. Back to the top is John Montes, the left fielder. You don't want to let this guy get a hold of another one like he did in the first inning and almost hit it out of the yard. Montes bats from the left side. He's 0 for 1 tonight, or this evening, but he pops one up foul, and back here 0 and 1. Walk, double, walk, made it bases loaded, nobody out. Hit by pitch, made it 1-0, and then a strikeout looking and a pop out to third. 0-1 the count to John Montes. And a line drive in the left. That's going to score 1 more, and it's going to score 2 more. And Strasburg falling behind early, 3-0. Free bases are really killing the Express here early on in this ball game. 2 RBI single for Montes, making it 3-0. And here's Caleb Cowie, the DH. Fly out to center his first time up. Again, this Waynesboro team, one of the better teams in the Valley League this year. Their offense is very tough. For Montez, RBIs number 5 and 6 with that swing. And you don't want Cali to get a hold of one and make this 6-0 early on, as that misses 1-0. I guess the worrisome thing for Strasburg right now is Woodstock's winning at Charlottesville 1-0 top of the 6th inning. And you know, for most of the season you say, well, we're not going to watch the standings, but at this point of the year you do watch them a little bit. The pitch misses to Cali, 2-0. Other team Strasburg worrying about is Newmarket, and they are tied 1-1 in the bottom of the 2nd at Newmarket. 2-0 the count to Caleb Cali. Skinner sent at the belt. Long inning here for him, and he deals, and that's popped up down the right field line. On his horse is Kohler, and it drops foul, 2-1. So Skinner had about 5 pitches in the first inning, and he's up to 36 total. So he's around 30 pitches here in this inning alone. Two-one. Waynesboro up 3-0 here in the 2nd inning. The pitch. And that is lined towards the bullpen and foul, and it actually trickled into the bullpen. And you look at the double headers this year in the standings. You know, the head-to-head matchups, the South has absolutely obliterated the North for the most part. Now, Strasburg actually coming in, they've only lost 1 game in their South matchups. That was a game to Covington. They swept Harrisonburg earlier this year and Stanton, 2-2. And that is popped up right side. Claunch giving it a look, and that's out of play. Whole lot of foul balls here.
Please return all foul balls to the train station exchange.
But some teams, I mean, they have just struggled mightily. Can't even hardly win a game against the South. Woodstock's been pretty good against the South. Strasburg's been pretty good. Strasburg will host Charlottesville for 2 on Tuesday. 2-2. And that is lined up the middle. That's a base hit. And coming around third, on his way to the plate, throw is up the line. It gets away from Hooks. Runner on his way to third. And it's 4-0, and an error will be tacked on in between. So an error on the center fielder. Robinson allowing the runner to move up from 2nd to 3rd. So Vasquez scoring.
Number 22, Joseph Sullivan.
And we've got a meeting at the mound. So a treacherous inning here for Strasburg in this second inning after they made it look very easy in the first. 4 runs are already across. So first and third, 2 outs for Joseph Sullivan. And he takes in the dirt, 1-0. He's the only one that hasn't hit here in the inning. Leadoff walk. Actually, 2 walks in the inning and then a hit by pitch, and that hit by pitch was huge. Had him down 2 strikes. 1-0. And that's crushed into right. That's going to be down for a base hit. Another run's going to score, and the ball's bobbled in right field. It gets past the right fielder, Kohler. 2 runs will score on his way to third, throw to third, and he is safe. And it's 6-0.
First baseman, number 13, Matt Ruiz.
So it'll be at least a single and an error on the right fielder. The pitch. And it's a called strike. 6-0 here early. 0-1, and that's in the dirt. 1-1. One the count. And taking it's Matt Ruiz. He led off the inning with a walk. 2-1 count. 2-1. And a swing and a miss, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the second. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out and the half inning is over, but not before Waynesboro hangs a very crooked number. 6 runs on the board. We go to the bottom of the second. Waynesboro 6, Strasburg nothing.
At Strayer University, we're always thinking about new ways to help set you up for success. That's why we give you a brand new laptop when you enroll in a bachelor's program, so you can keep striving.
Going to the bottom of the second, Strasburg down 6-0. Henry Kohler leads it off. He's finally got the Waffle House arm sleeve back out. And he takes for a ball, 1-0. One-0 pitch. And that hit him. So a hit by pitch as Ward went up and in with it and just couldn't locate it. So a leadoff hit by pitch started here in the bottom of the second. So Corey Robinson, the center fielder, will step in. Robinson is out of the University of Central Florida. And that's popped up left side in foul territory towards the dugout, and it went off the roofing, just barely out of the reach of the third baseman. That was a very good effort, but foul. So the count is 0-1. Robinson batting .222 with a home run and 10 RBIs. Strasburg trying to get some runs here again. This is a 7-inning game. You want to try to chip away as soon as you can. But obviously down 6-0. It's already tough. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Ward deals, and that's a ground ball to third. It's going to be a tough turn going to second for one. Back to first, no throw. And reaching on a fielder's choice is Robinson. Kohler out at second for the first out.
Now batting the catcher from Winthrop, number 11, Ty Hooks.
Here comes Ty Hooks, the catcher. He'll be in the All-Star game tomorrow night out of the North Division as a catcher. He's had another very good season. His on-base percentage is really impressive, and he just works the counts. Rarely swings first pitch. Now, I say that, he'll probably swing first pitch, but he does not. It's a ball, 1-0 to Ty Hooks out of Winthrop and Rock Hill, South Carolina. I've memorized it. I don't even have to look at that part anymore. 500 on-base percentage. Ridiculous. And a quick throw over. Ward just kind of flicks the baseball over there. Flicks it. (1-0) the count to Ty Hooks. Looking for one of his signature base hits to left. Fouls it away off the pole and up the middle towards the second base bag. There's the Taco Bell thing again. 1-1. Woodstock still leading 1-0 in Charlottesville, bottom six, and now Newmarket's up 5-2 on Harrisonburg in the third inning. 1-1. Breaking ball hit up the middle to second. This should be two. Going to second for one, back to first. It's a double play. 4-6-3, twin killing, and we're through two. Waynesboro leading Strasburg 6-0. 6-0 Generals as we go to the top of the third. New pitcher for the Express after Dalton Skinner lasted 2 innings. It'll be Trevor Sharp out of Shepherd College. Sharp is a 6'4" lefty from Shepherd in Bunker Hill, West Virginia. He will pitch here, and the first pitch is a called strike. So I had to make a whole new column here in the scorebook after the Generals were able to hit around. Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2 to Jalen Vasquez, who doubled and scored a run back in the last inning, second inning. On the season, Sharp 15 strikeouts and 13 in the third innings pitched. From the wind up the pitch, and a swing and a foul. Just got a piece of it. Oh, 2. And that's fouled back towards the camera. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Big news out of the MLB today. Evidently, national star Juan Soto declined a contract offer of $440 million. He wants to go win, I guess. He wants to be on a winning team for the rest of his career. As that misses 1-2. Mike Trout, a great example of being loyal to your city and then never getting anywhere. And it's going to hold him back as far as looking at the top players of all time. Swing and a ground ball to second base. Fielded on a hop by Cox. Throw to first is in time. 1 up, 1 down here in the third inning.
Second baseman, number 15, Tyler Gordon.
And I hate to be like that. I mean, we're fortunate to have a Mike Trout in our generation, but you look at guys in other sports, if you can be a heck of a player, if you don't win championships or even, for that matter, make the playoffs, you're not looked at the same way, and that's just how it is. Trout, a heck of a player, but it's, yeah. West Coast guy playing out. Well, he's an East Coast guy. If he wants to come home, he can come to the Phillies. We'll take him. That pitch misses 1-0. There was actually a thought because when the Phillies signed Bryce Harper, they got him at such a low AAV because he stretched it out that they could afford Trout, and then quickly after he signed his extension with the Angels. Hard ground ball to short. Tavares on a backhand. Throw to first, not in time. Good effort by Tommy Tavares, but Borges beats it out on a hard-hit infield single.
Left fielder, number 29, Casey Karras.
So another base hit for the Generals. The hitting continues here in this one. And here's Casey Karras, the left fielder. I think in the most important at-bat of the game, it was 2 strikes, bases loaded, nobody out, and he was hit by a pitch. And the wheels fell off after that. After Strasburg then got 2 straight outs. And Karras pops one up and out of play. A lot of foul balls so far here today. Didn't see that one land. 0-1. It's up there somewhere in the sky. Maybe a bird got a hold of it. 0-1 the count. Sharp, the lefty's got him in a pickoff. Claunch, quick throw to second base, and he is out. Called stealing there. Sharp to Claunch to, I believe, was it Cox? Oh, the shortstop. So it'll go 1-3-6 on the caught stealing. And just like that, 2 outs. So we've seen 2 pickoffs here already. The lefties have some good moves here tonight, I guess. So Karras now batting with nobody on and 2 outs. The tall lefty Sharp looks in for his signs. Hooks laying him down. From the windup, he kicks and delivers. And a swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Karras was bailing out of the box on that swing. Again, it's a hot one here at the ballpark. Sun is out. Not a lot of breeze. Only showing is 83 degrees. I don't believe that. I don't want to believe it. 0-2 the count. The pitch to Karras. Breaking ball misses. 1-2. Top 4 in Covington. Winchester leading the Lumberjacks 3-0. Top 3, the Turks have come back to take the lead on Newmarket 6-5. Stanton leading Front Royal 6-2, bottom 3, and Woodstock leading Charlottesville 1-0 in the top of the 7th inning. 1-2, and that is fouled away. Woodstock needs a win. I mean, they need a win, not because they're not going to make the playoffs, but because they've lost, I believe, 4 in a row, and they are heading in the wrong direction. They got to get a win here today. Again, Strasburg 19 wins in the lead. Woodstock and Newmarket also with 19 wins. Strasburg has one less loss than Woodstock. That's fouled back. It goes 19-13, 19-14, and 19-15. And then 12-20, 12-20, and 13-22. So definitely an interesting look in the North Division. Then in the South, 20-11, 21-12, 18-13, 14-19, and 13-21. Long battle here. It'll be pitch number 6 in the at-bat. 14 overall for Sharp in the inning. And it's inside, and Karras almost hit by another pitch, 1-2. Waynesboro 6 runs on 5 hits and no errors. Strasburg no runs on a hit and 2 errors. We've got Angie watching from Puerto Rico, 2-2. And that is a high fly into right center field. Coming in, the center fielder Robinson says he has it. Makes the one-handed grab, and the half inning is over. So the Generals get a base runner, but picked off, and the flyout ends the half inning. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Strasburg trailing 6-0. Tommy Tavares leads it off here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. First pitch swinging. He fouls it off the pole, which has become a common theme here the last couple of weeks. It's 0-1. Well, Strasburg down by 6 here. Bottom 3rd. They've got to score some runs pretty soon. Pitch is down low, 1-1. Chipping away is the way to do it. Couple of runs every inning as long as you can stop them. That's another whole question. 1-1 from Kelsey Ward. And that's outside, 2-1. Ward 4-0, looking for win number 5. Again, this is a 7-inning game. We'll play another 7 innings about 20 to 30 minutes after the conclusion of game 1. 2-1. That's up high, 3-1, and we will have a different stream, so you're watching this on the game 1 stream. Make sure you find our game 2 stream to find the rest of the action. 3-1 the count. And a leadoff walk. Not what you want to do if you're Ward up 6-0. Tavares draws the walk. And that brings up Armando Albert, the DH.
Now batting the DH from Florida Atlantic, number 3, Armando Albert.
Tavares was 6 for 36 before that walk, which the walk will not change that. So here's Albert, Armando Albert out of Florida Atlantic University, 5'11" lefty from Plantation, Florida. Tavares at first, the pitch, and a fastball in there, 0-1. That's in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. .33 pitches for Kelsey Ward through 2+. And he lines one into right past the base runner Tavares, and it'll be first and second. Nobody out here for Strasburg. Second baseman
Number 30,
Borges was up the middle, and there was no way he could get to it because of the way it was hit. And first baseman Ruiz had no chance holding the runner on. So first and second, nobody out. For Jonah Cox, the leadoff man, he singled his first time up and was caught stealing. He was picked off at first. Second baseman running some plays out to the pitcher. Saw him moving his arms around a little bit. So some type of pickoff play. And the first pitch, he shows bunt, takes a ball, 1-0. When Jonah Cox shows bunt, it's not to sacrifice, it's for a single. But when you show that early, kind of makes you wonder. You got to look over there at first base. Ruiz is playing. Well, now he's coming in just a little bit. But if you drag one to first, which typically you don't want to do in a sacrifice situation, he could have a chance. He will swing away and line it into left field. The bases are going to be loaded with nobody out here for Strasburg. So Jonah Cox is 2 for 2. So Strasburg's bats trying to wake up a little bit here in the third. Meeting at the mound, Zach Cole will come out to talk to Kelsey Ward. First inning, Strasburg's really had much going. Walk, single, and a single.
Now batting the left fielder, number 6, Brandon Parks.
And here's Brandon Parks. Bases juiced, nobody out for Strasburg. And these are the kind of innings where before you start hitting the ball and recording it out, you'd love to maybe draw a bases loaded walk, get a freebie, try to add on. And this kind of inning here in a 7-inning game, Strasburg's looking to at least get a couple. First pitch is in the dirt. Good start for Strasburg as Ward falling behind 1-0. Again, look at Ward's stats coming in. He's got pretty good strikeout numbers, really good hits numbers. ERA, amazing record, but the walks, the control is something that sometimes does come back to get him. 1-0. That's, a called strike, 1-1. Close pitch, kind of a late call, and you hate to have that one if you're Strasburg. One to Brandon Parks. Struck out looking his first time up, trying to avoid that again. And he takes a strike, 1-2. Waynesboro 6, Strasburg nothing. Bottom of the third inning. Bases loaded, nobody out for Brandon Parks. The lefty awaits the pitch. And he grounds one foul towards the Generals' dugout. Still 1-2. River Bandits in trouble now in the 7th. They only need 3 outs to win 1-0, but Tom Sox are threatening. And the pitch to Parks is a ball, just barely. Ooh, very close pitch on a curve. Looked pretty good, but not good enough. Don't want to take one of those again, though, if you're Parks. A lot of room out there in the outfield, especially in right center with the center fielder shaded over the pitch. Strike 3 called, and that's out number 1. So Parks goes down looking, something you really can't do there when you're down 6-0. Pretty good pitch, but I don't think it was as good as the pitch prior. Nevertheless, it's the first out. So here's Clunch. Bases loaded, 1 out. And he checks his swing, didn't go. And it's 1-0. You know, we've had that base umpire here multiple times, and he gets a lot of appeals. He has never said he went around. That's about the 10th time that I've seen no, but never yes. He was right. It's funny how that works out sometimes, where it's just never check. 1-0. That's down low. 2-0 now to Clunch. Two of the count to Cam Clunch. Bases juiced. Nobody out. And a swing and a miss. Took a big pass at that one. 2-1. Two on the count. Clunch walked his first time up. He'll take a walk here. And, oh my, outside, called strike, 2-2. Ooh. Clunch thought it was outside, and hard to blame him. 2-2. Ward trying to battle back here. Bases loaded, nobody out now. Bases loaded, 1 out. The pitch. And an emergency hack to say the least. He swung at the last possible second and stayed alive, and we'll do it again. It'll be pitch number 6 coming up. Two. Check swing in the dirt, counts full, 3-2. Pitch number 49 through 2 1/3 coming up for Ward. Full count, here it comes. And a high fly into right center field on his horse and getting there to make the catch. A run will score, but great case scenario there for the Generals. They surrender 1, and it's 6-1. Runners do tag up.
Third baseman, number 19, Zane Denton.
So the leadoff walk once again scores. Albert to third. Cox holds it first. Pretty nice play out there in center by Sullivan, just getting to that ball and making the catch. So 6-1 now, but and the pitch is popped up in the infield. Catcher Bogart gonna let him, first baseman, take it, and what a job there by the Generals. Strasburg, bases loaded, nobody out, and they score 1. And we go to the 4th, 6-1 Generals. Garrett Bogart leads it off as we go to the top of the fourth. Swing and a miss. Trevor Sharp still pitching. It's 0-1. One's a changeup in the dirt. Garrett Bogart struck out looking his first time up. First final of the day, Woodstock beats Charlottesville 1-0, meaning if Strasburg loses this game, Woodstock back in first for the time being. 1-1. And outside, 2-1. Let's just say Strasburg, when they were hitting that last inning, the worst time for some of those close pitches. They did not have much luck. 2-1. And it's popped up the chute. Right side of the shallow right center field. Cox, the second baseman, goes all the way out to make the catch. And 1 up, 1 down here in the fourth. Here comes Matt Cedarberg, the right fielder.
Matt Cedarberg.
Waynesboro with one big inning here in this game so far. Top of the second, 6 runs came across. 6 runs on 4 hits. Strasburg also had a couple of errors. Waynesboro's only left 1 man on here in this one so far. Cedarberg popped out to first in foul territory his only time up, and he pops one into right center field. Moving over to his right is Henry Kohler. He makes the catch, and there are 2 outs. 2 up, 2 down, back to the top of the lineup. It's John Montez for the 3rd time tonight.
Third baseman, number 1, John Montez.
Montez a fly out to left his first time up, 2nd time up in consecutive innings. He singled in 2 runs. He later got the 3rd on an error and then scored off that base hit that Caleb Cowley followed him up with. And a slider skips a foot or 2 in front of the plate. 1-0. The pitch to Montez, and John takes outside. Sun getting blocked again temporarily by some clouds, which is nice. Some breeze coming in here. 2-0 the count. And he swings and foul tips a fastball back into Hook's glove. 2-1. Five hits for Waynesboro so far. Montez has 1 of them. And he takes in the dirt. Montez with 1, Cowley with 1, Sullivan with 1, Vasquez 1, Borges 1. Those are the 5 hits. All those guys with 1 of their own. I mean, again, you look at the averages on this team, though. A lot of guys that are hitting above 300, some batting above 400 in limited at-bats. And the 3-1 to Montez misses, and John is on for the 2nd time here this afternoon. Here's Caleb Cowley, the DH. Check that, 1 for 2, fly out. Also a single and an RBI along with the run scored. First pitch coming up to the tall righty Cowley, and he takes a ball. Cowley listed 6'2", 229. One-oh. Swing and a high fly down the right field line. Kohler towards the line, and he will make the running catch. Really nice play out there by Henry Kohler, getting to it and making the snag for the final out in the top of the fourth. So the Generals with a 2-out walk, leave him out there. Second left on base of the afternoon for the Generals. We're through 3.5. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Strasburg trailing Waynesboro 6-1 as we go to the last of the fourth inning. The Express had the bases loaded and nobody out last inning and came away with 1. They'd come back to really get them, but you look back in the second where they surrendered 6, and that's not helpful either. Henry Kohler leads it off, and the first pitch from Kelsey Ward's a strike, 0-1. Kohler was hit by a pitch in the second, was then erased on a fielder's choice. Kohler batting .295 on the summer. He takes in the dirt. Still looking for that first home run, but he does have 12 runs batted in. One. That's way outside. 2-1. 53 pitches now for Ward through 3+. He came in with 29 strikeouts over 26 innings thrown. He had 2 strikeouts today, both by Brandon Parks looking. 2-1. Swing and a high fly into left center field. Going back is Sullivan, and he's got plenty of room to make the catch, and there's 1 out.
Center field.
Hit well, but not well enough. Here's Corey Robinson, the center fielder. Grounded into a fielder's choice, and then he was erased on a 4-6-3 double play, same inning. First pitch, ground ball down the third base line. That's a foul ball. Ooh. Barely foul. Strasburg rarely catches a break offensively when they hit it down the third base line, but the other way around it always works out. It feels like, at least. Oh, 1. And a knuckler off the barrel. And Ward bobbles it, and that'll be an error. E1 on Kelsey Ward. He had plenty of time. It did have some weird spin on it, but
The catcher, number 11, Ty Hooks.
play that's got to be made. That'll be an error. First of the game for the Generals. For some reason, we're getting another pop-up here on our Facebook broadcast that we're using copyrighted music, which, again, I don't know how that's possible. So hopefully we'll be able to continue here and not have to go straight exclusively to YouTube as the pitch is a strike 0-1. Won the count to Hooks, and he takes in the dirt. One. Runner goes, the pitch misses, and the catcher dropped it. That'll be a stolen base. So Corey Robinson steals second. Strasburg with a man in scoring position now. Still only one out. The base hit could possibly get Strasburg their second run of the game. Sounds like some bullpen action for the Generals. Ward's pitch count's getting up there. Swing and a miss, 2-2. And that's up and in. Full count, 3-2. On deck's Tommy Tavares, the shortstop. He walked and scored the only run of the game so far for the Express. Full count. At second, it's Robinson. Kelsey Ward facing Ty Hooks, and time's called. Game one started here this afternoon or evening at 5:04. This will be a 7-inning ball game. Unless there's a tie, then we go on. Full count, 3-2. And he missed, ball 4. Another walk for Ty Hooks on base percentage.
Number 13, Tommy Tavares.
And it's first and second, and still only one out for Tommy Tavares, the shortstop. Tavares out of the University of Pittsburgh from Brooklyn, New York. Batting from the right side against the lefty, and look at that hole on the right side of the infield. Second base wide open. Runner goes from second. Pitch is a called strike. Catcher doesn't even think about throwing it down, so Robinson will take third easily. Second stolen base of the inning for him. And now catcher's laying his signs down, and I'm assuming that'll probably mean they might just cut it off instead of going for the bag, but I don't think the catcher Hooks will be stealing. Down 6-1, but we'll see. 0-1. And down and in, and Hooks got way off the bag at first. He had to get back. Can't afford anything error-wise on the bases or even on the offensive side for Strasburg, down 6-1. Center fielder playing very deep, much deeper than last night for the Cannons, and that's lined past the shortstop into center field. That'll be a base hit. Fielded by the center fielder Sullivan, an RBI single for Tavares, and it's 6-2. Scoring from third, Robinson.
Now batting number 3, Armando Albert.
So let's see how much longer Zach Cole is going to give Kelsey Ward out there. Armando Albert will bat. He singled his first time up. Lefty-lefty matchup here with the lefty Ward and the lefty Albert. The pitch. Down in the dirt, 1-0. Want to know the count. Up and in, 2-0. On deck's the leadoff man, Jonah Cox, who's 2 for 2 tonight, and catcher Bogart's going to go out and talk to him. That is interesting. This pitcher Ward's 4-0, so he won't be pitching in the All-Star game tomorrow then. Huh. Which is a bummer when you've got an opportunity to show your skills, and instead he's thrown here today. Huh, okay. So after the meeting on the mound, Albert will step back into the batter's box. And now Zach Cole will come out, and I guess that'll be it. Are they going to pull him out mid-count? Let's see. I highly doubt it. I doubt you pull a guy out in the mid-count, but we'll see. Ideal situation would be to leave him in and see if he can roll up a double play ball and get him out of the inning and then go to the bullpen next inning, and they're going to leave him in. So Zach Cole's given some confidence to his stud starter, who's been a really good arm all year, Kelsey Ward. So let's see here. There's two ways to think about it. First way is he's had trouble controlling his fastball. You just take all the way, or you come in here and you're thinking he's going to throw one right down the middle. Let's see if I can crush it. 2-0, and he takes outside. 3-0. Got to think this is probably the last batter here for Ward, unless he does get the double play. It'd still be the last hitter. Count is 3-0. It'll be pitch number 69, and it's a called strike. 0-3-1. You know, if I'm Albert, I'm actually thinking I'm taking until I get to at least 3-2. Make the guy throw a strike. 3-1 to Albert. And he swings away and hits it to first. This could be a double play, and the ball is dropped out there by the second baseman, but still, Waynesboro with a big victory. They're getting it out in a 3-1 count, and there are 2 outs. Runners do move up.
Second baseman, number 30, Jonah Cox.
So Hooks moves to third, and Tavares is up to second. Albert out 3 unassisted for the second out. And here's Jonah Cox. 2 singles, 1 in the first, 1 in the third. You need a hit here if you're Strasburg. In the 4th inning, a hit would possibly bring in 2 and make it 6-4. The pitch, and he takes down and in, 1-0. On deck is Brandon Parks, and Parks has not seen Kelsey Ward good today, and that's what makes you think. Even if, let's say he walks Cox and loads the bases, do you leave him out there since Parks is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts against him? We'll see. 1-0, and Jonah takes a ball. 2-0. I know he's struggling out there, but we'll see. Again, Strasburg has left, let's see, 1 on base in the first, 2 in the third. 2-0 count, and that nearly hits them. 3-0. So again, that was a huge out to the last hitter, Albert, who was ahead in the count. 3-1, swung away, and first baseman Ruiz tagged the bag, and they are going to just, I guess, intentionally walk him now. So that'll go in as an intentional walk. It'll load the bases.
Left fielder number 6, Brandon Parks.
And they want to face Parks, who has not fared well so far at the plate against Kelsey Ward, but you can make him pay. So Cox is on for the 3rd time tonight. Base is full of Express for the 2nd time today. I think if I'm Brandon Parks, I'm swinging first pitch here because I don't want to fall behind and possibly strike out again. He takes a ball, 1-0, up in the zone.
6.
Strasburg, 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors. Trying to get back into this ball game here. They were up 6-0 last night and almost let it slip away. They're trying to reverse it here. And Parks takes a dandy of a breaking ball for a strike, 1-1. Again, Strasburg down to 3 outfielders technically listed. Graham Brown went home. Drake Kerr went home, 1-1. And a pop-up left center coming in, and it gets down. And 2 runs are going to score. The left fielder, Karras, couldn't get there, and Brandon Parks comes up big. It's 6-4. And the tying runs at first base. 2 outs here in the 4th. Wow. He hit it very high, and the left fielder could not get there.
First baseman, number 16, Cam Clunch.
And that'll be the end of the line for Kelsey Ward. Or maybe not. No, they're going to leave him in there. Okay. So that's an interesting move there. So here's Clunch. It's another lefty. Maybe they have a righty that they don't want to bring in right now against the lefty Clunch. Here's Clunch, and he swings and misses. It's 0-1. Strasburg now even in the hit column with them at 5-5. Tying runs at first, 2 outs, bottom 4 for Cam Clunch. He's actually 0 for 0, a walk in the first, sac fly, and an RBI in the third. 0-1. And that's a ground ball to first. That is a heck of a stop by the first baseman. Throw to first in time. And he is out. That would have scored another run, but instead, what a play by Ruiz at first. Saving another run from scoring. Strasburg does score 3, but it could have been better. Run-saving play out there, and the inning is over. Through ball game, we're through 4. Strasburg only down by 2. It's 6-4. We're off to the top of the 5th inning. We've got a ball game again. Strasburg cutting the lead down to 2, 6-4. As we go to the 5th, it'll be 3, 4, 5. Joseph Sullivan, Matt Ruiz, and Jalen Vasquez against Trevor Sharp. First pitch from Sharp is a called strike, 0-1. A lot of 6s on the board around the Valley League today. Stanton leading Front Royal 6-2. Harrisonburg and Newmarket tied 6-6 in the 6th. And Waynesboro leading Strasburg 6-4. 0-1 the count to Sullivan, 1 for 2 today, and he chops one foul. It's 0-2. According to this, Woodstock and Charlottesville are delayed in Game 2 due to rain. Big game coming up there. Woodstock looking for the sweep at Charlottesville. 0-2 the count for Sharp. He deals, and it's lined to second. Cox fields it on a hop, throws it to first just in time. Almost let it get away from him. There's one out.
Shortstop number 2.
One up, one down, and here's Matt Ruiz. Matt Ruiz, the first baseman.
Fraction first baseman number 13, Matt Ruiz.
Ruiz, a walk and a run scored in the second and a strikeout in the second. So he was up twice in the second, but he technically only had one at bat. 2 plate appearances, though. The lefty Sharp deals, and a swing and a ground ball to short. Tavares will gobble it up. He will throw to first, and good scoop by Claunch. 2 outs here in the 5th. 2 outs now. Here comes Jalen Vasquez, the shortstop. 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored.
Shortstop number 2, Jalen Vasquez.
Vasquez out of North Greenville University. Thirty-second pitch of the outing for Sharp, and it's in the dirt. He's through 2 2/3 so far out of the pen. One-0. And a swing and a miss. Good drop on that changeup. Pulled the string on him. 1-1. One pitch. And a high fly into right center field. Robinson has room. He makes the catch, and the Express able to pick up a 1-2-3 inning, and they have some momentum here in this one. As we go to the home half of the 5th, Strasburg down 6-4. New pitcher coming out of the bullpen for the Generals. Well, a big inning here in this ball game. We go to the 5th, and Zane Denton will lead it off for Strasburg. It'll be Denton, Kohler, and Robinson. As Strasburg looks to claw all the way back. They've clawed back pretty far. They're in this, arm's length, but They still got a little bit farther to go if they want to get back even here. New pitcher for the Generals as first pitch swinging, and what a play at second by Bogert. Throw to first and in time. Sorry, that was Borges robbing Denton of a base hit. Hard hit, but nothing to show for. New pitcher, it's David Rosso out of the University of Miami. He's from Boca Raton, Florida. 6'3" righty, 205. So Denton hit it well, but play was made. Rosso now 12 innings, 14 strikeouts, and a 5.40 ERA. And first pitch swinging is Kohler, fouling it away, 0-1. The pitch, that's outside, 1-1. Final line for Kelsey Ward, 4 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 1 earned, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. And I guess for a 7-inning game, he's technically right now in position for the win. Swing and a miss, 1-2. But Strasburg getting to the bullpen just as the Generals did to Strasburg. 1-2 to Kohler. And a liner foul and out of play towards the train station. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss. 2 outs in the 5th.
That gift certificate won by Mike Luckman, also an Express Board member.
Comes Corey Robinson, the center fielder. He's 0-2.
Now batting number 1, Corey Robinson.
Bottom 4, Stanton leading front Royals 6-2. Top 6, Newmarket now down 12-6 in the 6th inning. They've really imploded after having a lead. Top 6, top 6, Winchester 3, Covington 1. That is a liner past the diving first baseman Ruiz into right field, and a single for Robinson, and that'll bring up Ty Hooks, the tying run, who is yet to homer this year, but not a better time than this.
Hooks.
So Strasburg being aggressive here against Rosso, and the inning continues. Hit number 6 for Strasburg. They're actually out hitting the Generals. That 2nd inning with the walks and hit by pitch and all sorts of stuff, errors. Really stinging right now. So let's see if Hooks can guide one out of here. Runner goes and stops, goes back and takes a strike as Hooks 0-1. Woodstock, the only final so far this afternoon here in the Valley League. Game 1, they beat Charlottesville 1-0 in 2 hours and 5 minutes, which actually feels like a long game for a 1-0 7-inning game. 0-1, and he takes down and out 1-1. Hooks 0 for 1, double play, a walk and a run scored. Robinson's at first, he's got very good speed. And a liner past the first baseman down the right field line and fielded by the right fielder. That'll keep the runner from scoring. It'll be first and third and 1 out for, first and third, 2 outs for Strasburg. Ty Hooks picks up the hit. So Robinson moves up to third. Hooks with his first hit of the evening. And Tommy Tavares, who has been on twice tonight, a walk, a run scored, an RBI, and a single. Seven hits now for the Express. Here's Tavares. Robinson's at third, Hooks is at first. This is a spot where you really want to get some runs. And he swings and foul tips one into the glove. It's 0-1. 6-4 Generals. We're in the bottom of the 5th, game 1 of a 7-inning doubleheader. That was the 11th pitch of the outing for Rosso through 2/3 of an inning. 2 up, 2 down, then a walk and a walk. A single and a single. 0-1. And way outside. Good stop there by Bogart. Had to stand up to make sure it didn't get to the backstop. And a ground ball right side. It's going to be fielded by Rosso. Throw to first in time, and the inning is over. Strasburg stranding 2, and a tough pill to swallow there after the tying run got to first base. We go to the 6th. Strasburg still down 6-4. We go to the 6th inning. Strasburg down by a couple. Sharp still pitching. Did he go? Oh, base umpire says no. So Borges is 1 for 1 tonight. A walk, a run scored, a single, and then he was caught stealing. And the 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Strasburg down 6-0 at one point, now 6-4. They did just leave a couple of more guys on base, but that's now 2, 4, 6, 7 left on base so far through 5 for the Express. 1-1 from Sharp. He deals, swing and a miss. Very good pitch there. 1-2. So we originally had the second game on our Facebook page starting at 7 o'clock. That's clearly not going to even be close to be. It's not going to be close to be a 7 o'clock start. So more like a probably 7:45, 8 o'clock start. 1-2. And a swing and a soft grounder to third. Denton's going to bobble it, and that'll be an error. Reaching is Borges on the error. So E5 on Zane Denton. And it's going to be a pinch hitter. 14. So pinch hitter here for the Generals.
Now batting number 14, Thad Hector.
And a throw over to first. So Thad Hector will pinch hit here. Thad Hector sliding in for Casey Karras. Hector out of the University of South Carolina, Columbia. He's from Tyrone, Georgia. First pitch from Sharp, way outside, 1-0. Thad Ector batting .200 with a home run and 8 RBIs on the season. Borges at first after the error. 1-0 pitch. And a pop-up foul and out of play, 1-1. One's the count. And a liner right to Denton at third. Quick throw to first. And a short hop on Claunch. It bounced up, hit him in the face, and then almost got the umpire. So he's safe at first. It'll be a line out to L5 on the screamer to the hot corner. And, I mean, Denton just came up throwing as quick as he could. It looked like Claunch said it hit him in the chest. So a break there for Strasburg as the hard liner worked out for him. So 1 out now as Thad Ector was robbed of a base knock, possibly 2. Here's Garrett Bogart, the catcher. Strikeout and a pop out. And the pitch. And a called strike. 0-1. Strasburg would love a ground ball. And down low from Sharp, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sharp is through 3 1/3 so far. 28 strikes, 15 balls. That's 43 pitches through 3 1/3. He came in after, as the runner goes, the pitch is a strike, throw to second, and not in time. So a stolen base there for Borges. It was a called strike, and it's 1-2. Big insurance run out there for the Generals. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out in the top of the 6th inning. Bogart in the 8th spot. And he takes down low, 2-2. On deck is Matt Cedarberg, the 9-hole hitter. The lefty setting the pitch. Hard grounder to third, and Denton let him play it. And into third safely. It's first and third on an error, another error by Denton at third. Oh my. So second error of the inning for him.
Right fielder number 38, Matt Cedarberg.
He just let it play him instead of playing the baseball. First and third, 1 out for Cedarberg, the right fielder. 4th error for Strasburg here, and we're only in the 6th inning. 46 pitches for Sharp, and pitching coach got to come out to talk to Trevor. Nothing he's done here. The balls have been hit this inning very well and hard, but, an error at third, you've got a hard liner, and then another error at third. So you can't blame Trevor Sharp. He's done a heck of a job since coming out of the pen. Final line for Dalton Skinner, the starter. 2 innings, 4 hits. He allowed 6 runs. 4 of those were earned. He had 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. So the meeting looks to be over. Here's Cedarburg. Is this a spot for a safety squeeze? No. And now the runner going on a delayed steal, coming home, and he is safe. Another error for Strasburg. Moving up to third at 7-4, and that'll be an error on Jonah Cox, the second baseman. So scoring at 7-4 and moving up to third base. Strasburg just not playing good baseball here today. Board just scores as he'll be credited with a stolen base. It'll be charged to the second baseman Cox, and here's a blooper to right that'll score a run, and it's 8-4. RBI single for Matt Cedarburg. Scoring was Bogart. Trevor Sharp's defense just let him down here in this inning. It'll be a pitching change. It's 8-4, and we will take a quick break. New pitcher as Trevor Sharp has done, and you got to feel for him. He threw it really well out of the bullpen, and his defense just let him down in a big way. He was doing a heck of a job, kept the game close. Strasburg was able to get back in it offensively, and now just the defense is letting Strasburg down once again. 5 errors already here in this game, really in the 6th inning. 5 errors. New pitcher for Strasburg, it's the brother of the third baseman Zane Denton. It's Miles Denton. Miles will come in to pitch here with 1 out in the 6th inning. Miles, 6'1" righty out of Walter State Community College. He's from Brentwood, Tennessee. And he will do the pitching here. So, Trevor Sharp, 3 1/3. He allowed 2 hits. And as of right now, 2 runs, and both of those were unearned, obviously. So back to the top of the lineup for the Generals. It's John Montez, the third baseman. Montez, a fly out to left, a single, 2 RBIs, and a run scored in the 2nd, and a walk in the 4th. He's batting again as we're in the 6th. First pitch from Denton is a swing and a high fly to right center, and that ball is gone. Two-run home run for John Montez, and it's 10-4.
The DH, number 44, Caleb Talley.
So Strasburg has seen their chances get very thin here in this first game now. 7th hit of the ball game for the Generals, first home run. John Montez has a couple of knocks today. He's got 4 RBIs now. Here's Caleb Cowley, still only 1 out, and Denton will now work from the windup. That was his first pitch. And a breaking ball goes over his head, and it's 1-0. One knows the count, and a ground ball to third. Zane has made his 3rd error in the inning. So 3 errors in the inning on Zane Denton alone. 4 errors in the inning as a team.
Center fielder, number 22, Joseph Sullivan.
So here's Joseph Sullivan. The inning continues. And he takes outside 1-0. Strasburg just playing very bad fundamental baseball here in this one. Had 2 innings that have been just complete blow-ups. 6 runs allowed in the 2nd, and so far 4 here in the 6th. 2-0 the count. And check that. That's 2-0. So now it's 2-0 the count. Cowley at first. Sullivan batting, looking for his 2nd hit. And that's way outside 3-0. Kind of a mop-up spot here for Strasburg now, almost conceding the ball game. 3-0, and he's swinging away, and he lines one in the right for a base hit. Inning will continue. 1st and 2nd, still 1 out here for the Generals. It'll be a new batter. 33 will come into pinch hit.
Now batting, number 33, Braden Luke.
So here's Braden Luke. He will pinch hit in this 6th inning. And I'm sure staying at first base. We'll see. First pitch, and he takes a strike. Oh, first 1-0, and that's a strike. Check that, it's now 0-2. 0-2 the count to Braden Luke. Luke batting .236 with a home run and 5 RBIs. He's out of the University of Mississippi. And he swings and foul, tips one into the glove, and that's out number 2. Two outs now in the 6th inning. Here's Jalen Vasquez. Double and a run scored in the 2nd, ground out in the 3rd, fly out in the 5th. 1st and 2nd, and nobody. 1st and 2nd and 2 outs. Pitch number 11 from Denton coming up. And he lines one to first. Claunch makes a nice play. Coming to cover first is the pitcher. 3-1, and the half inning is over. But not before the Generals tack on 4 more runs. Their lead back up to 6, 10-4 as we go to the home half of the 6th inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be Armando Albert leading it off. The count is 1-1. And the pitch, and a swing and a miss, 1-2. 1-2 the count to Armando Albert. He's 1 for 2 tonight. And he takes one way inside, 2-2. Two. That's outside. Counts full, 3-2. So we have just hit the 2-hour mark here in this first ball game of the evening, a 7-inning ball game. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Waynesboro up 10-4. And ball 4, a leadoff walk. Not what you want to do, again, if you're Waynesboro.
The batter, number 30, Jonah Cox.
So back to the top of the lineup, it'll be Jonah Cox. He's been on 3 times this evening. 2 singles and an intentional walk. We've got to be clear there that it was intentional. The pitch, that's down low. Bottom 5, Stanton 8, Front Royal 2. Bottom 7, Harrisonburg 13, Newmarket 6. Bottom 7, Winchester 3, Covington 3. Woodstock, Charlottesville are underway. So again, the North is struggling mightily today against the South. Woodstock did beat Charlottesville 1-0, but other than that, that's down low, 2-0. Another thing here for Strasburg, if you're the Express, it's not looking good in this ball game for you, but what you do want to do is make Waynesboro burn some extra arms, some guys that they may want to use in the next game. That could help you moving forward. It's 3-0. Oh, sorry, a called strike. 2-1. Very late call. So 2-1 now, the count. Davis Rosso looks in for his signs. The tall righty comes set and he pitches. And, this one's a ball. 3-1. We appreciate everyone joining us here this evening. Game 1 of our doubleheader live on Facebook, YouTube, and Stretch Internet. Game 2 will begin approximately, 25-30 minutes after the conclusion of Game 1. And we'll have live coverage for you. 3-1. And a swing and a miss. He goes after it. And it's 3-2. Cox will be in the All-Star game tomorrow for the North Division, representing the Express. 3-2. And a swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one out here in the 6th.
Number 6, Brandon Parks.
Brings up Brandon Parks. Parks is the left fielder. Had a big knock his last time up. Bases loaded. He dropped it into left, scored 2, but then Strasburg's defense gave the game back away for the time being as Generals were able to put 4 back across the board. See if Brandon can keep the line moving here. And he takes down low, 1-0. Again, if you want to follow live stats of the ball game, head over to valleyleaguebaseball.com and click the live scoreboard section. Bring up the scoreboards and you can click the game live to follow along. 1-0. And a broken bat, soft grounder to short. Vasquez will go to second for 1. Back to first. No throw back to first. So it'll be the second out as Albert is erased on the fielder's choice. Parks will reach. 6-4 for out number 2.
Batter, number 16, Cam Clunch.
Here's Cam Clunch, the first baseman. A walk in the first, sac fly and an RBI in the third, and a ground out first baseman to the pitcher in the 4th. And Claunch fouls it back. Weird spin on that one, 0-1. Probably see the sun's coming out again here at the yard. Oh, and 1 the count. And that's in the dirt, 1-1.
Go, Cam.
Again, tomorrow's the All-Star game starting at 7 o'clock in Front Royal. We'll be here Monday for a makeup game. We'll be here for 2 games Tuesday. Wednesday we'll be here. Thursday at Winchester. Friday we're back here again. Saturday at Front Royal. And that is crushed into center field. Let's see if it's got enough. Sullivan's going to go back to the wall, and he makes the catch. It's been that kind of day again for the Express. He hit it well, but couldn't get it out of the yard. 10-4 Generals, we go to the 7th.
This
So evidently a pinch hitter to start the 7th inning, sliding in for Borges, and he hits it well into center. Going back is Robinson, and he makes the catch on 1 pitch. So Garrett Howe flies out to center for the first out.
the left fielder, number 14, Thad Ector.
So 1 up, 1 down. New pitcher for Strasburg. It's Hayden Norred. Hayden is a 6'2 righty from Pearl River Community College out of Hattiesburg, Mississippi. And he deals to Thad Ector, and that pitch misses 1-0. So for Howe, that was his 10th at-bat of the year. He's now 1 for 10 with a couple of RBIs. 1-0. And outside, 2-0. (10-4) the score, 7th inning. Final inning here. That's a strike. Looking more likely like the game will be starting around 8 o'clock if we're fortunate. And that misses. (3-1). And a swing and a miss. Hector letting it loose there, trying to make it 11-4. It's 3-2 now. On the summer, Norred, 4 innings, a strikeout, and a 2.25 ERA. The righty looks in for his signs. Ty Hooks laying him down from the windup in the pitch. Swing and a high fly into right center field. To his left is Robinson. He's got room, and he makes the catch, and there are 2 outs. Back-to-back flyouts to center here in the 7th.
35, J.D. Jones.
And another pinch hitter. That'll be number 35, J.D. Jones from the University of Miami. He will bat for Bogert. And he swings and misses, 0-1. J.D. Jones, also out of Boca Raton, Florida. He's batting a .166, 4 for 24 with 2 RBIs. 0-1. That's up and in. He's definitely got the Miami batting gloves on. I can see the green. And orange, yeah. Can't forget that. 1-1. And almost hitting him. Breaking ball inside, 2-1. And that misses. And that is hit into center, pretty well struck, but Robinson's there and 3 flyouts to center in the 7th. Clean inning for Hayden Norred. We go to the home half of the 7th. Strasburg needs 6 to tie, 7 to win. We're back after this. And we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Non-save situation for David Rosso. But he will see if he can finish it off here. First pitch to Zane Denton misses, 1-0. Generals are 3 outs away from their 22nd win of the year. trying to keep pace with Harrisonburg, who beat Newmarket earlier 13-6, and Zane Denton gets a hold of one in a big way to right field, and that ball is gone. Zane Denton with a solo shot to right field just in time for tomorrow's home run derby, and it's 10-5. So Zane Denton rounds the bases. 5-run game here in the final inning of this 7-inning doubleheader.
Right fielder number 5, Henry Kohler.
Brings up Henry Kohler, the right fielder. He was hit by a pitch in the second, flew out to center in the fourth, and struck out swinging in the fifth. The pitch, and that misses. Strasburg's glaring number, 6 errors. You almost think your eyes are messed up when you go out to look at the scoreboard, but it's true. 1-0 and a called strike, 1-1. Well, Strasburg trying to at least inch closer here as that misses, 2-1. Two-one pitch. That misses, 3-1. 3-0 the count. Sorry, 3-1 the count. For Rosso, this is starting his 3rd inning of work. Kelsey Ward went 4, and that misses. Ball 4. 4-pitch walk.
Center fielder number 1, Corey Robinson.
And again, I bring up this point. If anything, it gets Waynesboro a little bit more into their bullpen, hopefully, and possibly take out one of the guys they wanted to use next game. Here's Corey Robinson. He's been on 3 times tonight, once via the single. That was last time. Hit it past the first baseman. And he takes a strike, 0-1. 10-5, bottom 7. Oh and 1. That's way outside, and the catcher actually brought it all the way back. I thought gonna call it a strike. That's more than a frame job. That's like a reconstruction. 1-1, and that's a strike. 1-2. Dalton Skinner started this ball game for Strasburg. He was phenomenal last season, making his first appearance here this evening, and it didn't go too well. Trevor Sharp kept Strasburg in the game, but the defense let him down. 1-2, and a slow chopper foul, still 1-2. One-two. Oh my, went right off of his arm guard. That was extremely loud. Did not sound good, but that's why that guard is there. A hit by pitch.
Now batting the catcher, number 11, Ty Hooks.
First and second, and nobody out here for Strasburg. Home run, a walk, and a hit by pitch. I mean, that got him right off the guard. Well, inning continues. The ball game continues here for Strasburg. Still nobody out, down 5 runs. Hooks is the batter in the 7th spot. Double play, walk, a run scored, and a single. And be patient with the scorekeepers around the league today, especially because the new extra inning international tiebreaker has caused a lot of confusion around the league with the scoring program that we're using. So if you see anything weird, you might want to just tune into the live broadcast around the league for the extra innings that some teams have gone into. Hooks takes down low, 1-0. 10-5 in the 7th. Waynesboro's got their gate open to the bullpen down the line, and you've got 3 or 4 guys standing out into the warning track, the rocks. Surprised they're allowed to do that. A 1-0 to Hooks. And he takes, and this is called outside, 2-0. So it's a tad bit interesting here. I'm not going to say it's extremely interesting yet, but it might get to that point here in a second or two. 2-0 to Hooks. And he grounds one to short. This could be two, going to second for one, back to first, not in time. So they get an out on the play. Kohler will move up to third. Robinson out at second, and Hooks reaches on the fielder's choice. So that's a huge out, number one. So first and third, now one out. So Waynesboro a pitch away from winning game one here this afternoon and now evening. Long game here, 2 hours and 20 minutes, and we're only playing 7. Tavares will bat. He's been on twice tonight. 2 runs scored. And he grounds one up the middle to short. Vasquez is going to toss it to second. Barehanded throw back to first, and it's a double play. And the ball game is over. And Colin Scott, the first base coach, not happy. He's saying that man was out off the bag at second. Nevertheless, the ball game is over at 7:25.
Approximately 30 minutes.
2 hours and 21 minutes. The Strasburg Express see their winning streak come to an end, and they fall to 19-14 and temporarily out of first place in the North Division. So Strasburg does score one in the inning. The ball game is over. Winning pitcher is Kelsey Ward. And the loser today in game one is Dalton Skinner. Again, we will be back here in approximately 30 minutes for game 2 of this doubleheader. We will have a new stream started up, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. And we appreciate you joining us. Game 1 of the doubleheader, Strasburg falls to Waynesboro 10-5. We'll be back here approximately 8 o'clock for game 2. This is Kyle Gutschall, temporarily signing off for the 2022 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League.